Good morning, good people. You are here today because you have shoulder pain. So let's fix it. Shoulder pain is likely caused by three problems. We're going to go over the most common problem that we see in the clinic today, which is shoulder impingement. But you could also have pain from a frozen shoulder or something like a labrum tear. We're not going to review those today. This is going to be straight shoulder impingement. So what is shoulder impingement? Shoulder impingement is the position when your shoulder is forward on your body. So if you look at me from the side, okay, forward shoulder. Often the head is also forward, okay? In that position, my rotator cuff, my biceps tendon, my bursa is going to get pinched between my shoulder blade, the top of my shoulder blade, and my humerus. So there's a friction problem that happens here, okay? That's often where people will complain of pain. People also come in and say, well, my shoulder hurts kind of here, okay? Sometimes they're like, it hurts right here. That might be more of your bicep tendon, but generally people are saying, it kind of hurts here. It actually kind of hurts here. The shoulder will definitely refer pain down into the upper arm. So to fix a shoulder impingement, we have to fix your shoulder position first, okay? We could do rotator cuff exercises all day. If we don't get you out of the impingement position, that inflammation is going to remain. So first, alignment. When you're, actually, let's stand for a second. So stand on up and take a look at your alignment in a mirror. Where are my hands sitting? Okay, if you find that your hands are sitting here, you are probably in the shoulder impingement position. You need your shoulders here, right? They need to be able to just rest right at your side, ear, shoulder, hip, all lined up, okay? So take a look, where are my shoulder blades sitting, okay? We're going to talk about how to get that shoulder and rib in a better position here in a second. But while you're looking in the mirror, I want you to do another thing. Take a look at your shoulder blades, okay? Is one of them, both of them, winging off your body? That's a weakness of your serratus anterior. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. How far apart are they? Have they come far around my body and are sitting pretty forward? Okay, that's a weakness of your trapezius. We're also going to talk about that today. So both of those scenarios require the shoulder blade to move back towards the spine and to anchor down on that rib cage, okay? And we're going to talk about how to do that. Double Stuff, of course, is always here to help. Thank you, Double Stuff. Okay, so first, ribs, all right? It's no good, again, to do that rotator cuff strengthening if I don't solve this problem. If you are in that forward shoulder position, your pec minor is tight. So the very first thing that we need to do to solve your shoulder pain and problem is release your pec minor. I'm gonna put a video in for sternal positional stretch release. You've already seen that one, okay? That one's on the blog already. That's gonna release both pec minors and the SCM and neck all at the same time. I recommend that one. Do that one. It's likely you're tight on both sides, even if you only have pain on one side. However, right now, I also want to show you how to release just one pec at a time. If you need something a little quick and dirty, you're hanging out in the living room, go ahead and stretch that pec minor like this. So, find yourself a couch, bed, some surface where you're slightly elevated, okay? Move your shoulder to the edge of that. Roll your shoulder open and let it hang. Okay, you're going to get that nice stretch right here, pec minor, right across the front of that shoulder. We're going to stay here for 4 breaths. You're going to feel that nice stretch right here. Double Stuff is here to help. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Wonderful stretch right across the shoulder here. In through your nose, right through the chest. Remember, pec minor attaches to your rib cage, so you're going to get that stretch across the front of the shoulder, right into the rib cage. Exhale. So try to do that 4 breaths 4 times. Do it at least once a day. That's going to get that shoulder pec alignment, rib alignment where we need it to be to get into that open shoulder position, okay? Next, we're going to go over how to strengthen that serratus anterior and that trap. The next part of solving an impingement problem is how do I get my shoulder blades to live in a different place on my body? And it really requires likely the strengthening of those two muscles. Again, when in doubt, go see your PT, but it's very likely what we see in the clinic most of the time is that the mid-trap and the serratus anterior have become weak, and we'll strengthen those next, okay? Finally, then we get to the rotator cuff. The rotator cuff is the group of 4 muscles that hold the shoulder bone, the humerus, in the socket of the shoulder blade and does all this fun rotational stuff that we can do with our arms, okay? That's the last part of shoulder impingement. We have to fix the alignment first. We have to fix the control of the shoulder blade, right? We've got to do that first before we can get to rotator cuff. So let's get started.